Fellow panelists, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be my endeavor to do my bit to get the timelines back on track. A little bit about my organization. We're a public-private partnership which was set up by the government to foster private sector participation in skills development. In the last 5 years that we've been in operational, we've worked towards trying to get convergence between skills and education, because though previously they were perceived to be distinct and there was almost a Chinese wall, increasingly what is understood is that skills is an integral part of education if you look at it holistically. We started off with a pilot with the government of Haryana about 3 years back. And that turned out to be pretty successful. The first batch that was trained by NSDC partners, jointly with schools, with certifications by sector skill councils, had the outcome of these school kids, when they passed class 12, get jobs which were ranging from 7,500 to 12,000. And those who got 12,000 were when they became retail associates with Marks and Spencers and other retail companies. Today, through this initiative, we are now in 10 states. Similarly, the skills has also been taken into colleges, the second and third year. And just to give, it's just that the sort of job roles that we are looking at for college students is more aspirational. And to give you one example, the courses that are being run in Delhi University, which are very successful, is that of a diabetes educator. Finally, coming to the topic, which is all about innovation and use of technology. Two buckets. As far as our using technology to actually deliver training, I'd just like to mention two things. One is that a number of training partners who we have, they use simulators to actually impart training to the candidates. This ranges everything from welding to painting to forklift operators. Also, when you look at it, some of the profile of those who are being taught such job roles, they have challenges when it comes to academic. So when one uses technology to train them, the outcomes are so much better. Some of our training partners are also using common service centers, which are there in villages, to reach the last mile to be able to provide education using computers, even at the village level. You'd be happy to know that in NSDC, we also have a separate, there are various initiatives that we have apart from creating training capacity and looking at quality through sector skill councils. One of which is that we've got an innovations vertical within the organization. And the whole purpose of the innovations vertical is to promote initiatives which would impact any part of the value chain that exists for skill development. And I'd like to mention about 3 or 4 just to give you a flavor as to what is happening. The first one is that we are promoting an organization called AVR Edge, which is, or rather already has created, a digital employment exchange based on artificial exchange. What happens is that you're able to process very large numbers of job descriptions vis-a-vis the biodata that is there and match employees with employers effectively. The second one is something called Question. And what they have developed is a platform on the mobile phone, and they have trained more than 2,000 people using this mobile technology. The other one is an organization called Milap. At times, funding is very important when it comes to fee-based vocational training initiatives, which is what we promote. And MELAP looks at crowdfunding amounts from high net individuals and channeling it to different youth who need to pay for education but are unable to do so in the short term. And the details of each candidate is fed back to the those who funded such training. That is, in a nutshell, about who we are, what we do, and also some of the efforts that we have in fostering innovation and technology in this space. Thank you.